Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your old pal, the KMN 1971, back with another comic book haul. Say, who would be in the mood for just an old school, all Bronze Age haul? I ended up finding a new comic book shop that basically, while they don't sell anything like over the top or spectacular, they do have a bunch of Bronze Age, and everything in their long boxes is half price. So, everything that I'm about to show you in this video is all bought within that $1 and $1.50 to $5 price range. Outstanding. Once again, no major keys in here per se. As far as like the modern criteria goes, first appearances, classic cover, classic story arc. There's none of that. But and I was gonna call this video an all filler, no thriller video. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of Bronze Age stuff is going up in price just based on the vintage. So while I did get these for a great price out in the wild, if you went online, there are several of these books that would probably run you between like that 10 to 20, $25 range in some cases. So without any further ado, let's rock out in the Bronze Age. So, starting off, Captain America number 248, and this is just another example of a small run that I'm pecking away at. Anytime I can come across any kind of John Byrne Captain America issue, I'm always game for picking it up. So here's 248 and 249. And I picked this one up based on the cover, 256, but the interiors are done by Gene Colan, so pretty good stuff right there. Moving along, The Incredible Hulk number 212, the first appearance of the Constrictor. Incredible Hulk number 213, which actually contains the first comic book appearance of Jack of Hearts. Not that big deal, we're talking Jack of Hearts here, obviously, but I have heard that this was been coined a cameo because he did make his first full appearance in the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu magazine. But as far as his first appearance in comic books, he does appear in almost like a dozen panels with dialogue and he does action. So if if what qualifies as a first appearance for Punchline is a first appearance nowadays, this would definitely be categorized as his first appearance in comic books. Here's number 214, which a lot of people like to say that this is his first appearance in comic books because you have him on the cover, of course, but I'll let you decide that. Moving on along, Superman Family number 200. I love me an old school anniversary issue, and I love anytime I can pick up books that I used to see in the old house ads back in the old days. Superman number 279, a little old school team up between Superman and Batgirl. Had to pick that up. But I was actually looking for this. This was on my list. This is Superman number 307, and this just sports this killer Neil Adams cover. Love me any kind of old school Neil Adams from the Bronze Age, especially if it pertains to, like, say, the Avengers, the X-Men, Conan, Superman, and Batman. Superman number 339, and this was definitely a nostalgia pickup. This, along with Star Wars number 3 from Star Wars Volume 1, those are the oldest comic books that I can remember my parents purchasing me back in the day. So I'm pretty sure this right here was my very first Superman comic. So, awesome. Here's an upgrade to my copy of Moon Knight number 10. And this was another one that, I'm working on the old Moon Knight Volume 1 run anyway. But this was actually my first introduction to the character of Moon Knight and my first introduction to Bill Sienkiewicz art before he went all abstract. But love picking this up. Here's probably the most expensive book. I paid $3 for it, but as far as what it's going for online, which kind of surprised me, this is KAZAR the Savage number 11, which features the first appearance of Belasco, who was the demon that was kind of responsible. He's tied up into the origin of magic from the New Mutants. So really happy to pick that up, and I was surprised. This is going for like 30-something bucks online right now. So wow. Another Spinner Rack classic that I used to own back in the day, The Mighty Thor, number 333. You have Thor, you have Dracula, you have an infected Sif, and you have a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. All for $3. How can you go wrong? What If number 11, which features Stan the Man Lee as well as the classic Marvel bullpen in a comic book story. That is that much I did know about this comic. What I didn't know was that it was written and illustrated by Jack the King Kirby. So, score. Can't have a Bronze Age haul without some... Oh, actually, let me move some of these books. You can't have a Bronze Age haul proper without some Conan the Barbarian, so I am still working on my Conan run from 100 to... I mean, actually, from number 1 to 115, the original Roy Thomas run. So here is number 63 and 96. Here's one of the books that I am most psyched to purchase in this haul. King Conan number 13, which once again a nostalgic spinner rack classic for me, a comic from my childhood. But what I didn't know was this is the first published work by Mark Silvestri at Marvel Comics. So considering the renewed interest in from fandom for a classic artist from the 90s and late 80s, such as Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, even in some cases Rob Liefeld, Mark Silvestri, I mean, if you're going to talk top three, I would definitely take Rob Liefeld out, no disrespect, and throw Mark Silvestri in there. So his first cover, first interior artwork, very cool, and a cool story too. Upgrade to my copy of Marvel Feature number 7, which features Conan the Barbarian versus Red Sonja. Another childhood nostalgia pickup, the Super Friends number 16, my first Super Friends comic from back in the day. Justice League of America number 168. Now I just need 167 to complete this 3-part Freaky Friday type story. It's supposed to be a classic JLA story that I've never read, where the supervillains exchange switch bodies. There's a body swap between villains and superheroes. So wanted to check that out. For $5, I think this is pretty undervalued. Doorway to Nightmare number 2, which features the second appearance of Adam Xanadu. Teen Titans number 45. Picked this up for $3. It's only fine to fine minus condition, but it features the first appearance of Karen. Oh, I forget her last name, but she goes on to become the hero called Bumblebee. Marvel Chillers number 4. Another upgrade. I just love this issue of Kraven versus Tigra. How could I not? Speaking of Tigra, we have Spider-Woman number 49, Tigra versus Spider-Woman. You will be seeing that on a Throwdown Thursday over on my IG page sometime in the future. Take a little bit more room. Marvel Team Up number 93. You have Spider-Man and Werewolf by Night teaming up. No-brainer for me. Fantastic Four 195. Nothing special, just a Submariner Sue team-up story. I would be keeping an eye on that dude, Reed. Never trust a musclehead in a Speedo with your girl. But very cool. Marvel Spotlight number 2. After the initial volume of Captain Marvel was canceled, his story arc ended up continuing on in the first, the first 5 issues. Well, the first 4 issues and then another issue. So there's 5 issues of Marvel Spotlight that continue on his story arc. And I've been wanting to pick them up. I already had issue number 1, so I ended up picking up the rest of these issues. So here's number 2, number 3, number 4, which features interior artwork by Steve Ditko. And here's the one that I'm most excited about. Number 8, which features interior artwork by Frank Miller. A Captain Marvel story with artwork by Frank Miller. That's freaking awesome. All right, last couple of books to end off the haul. We have Master of Kung Fu number 71. I have been seeing this in several YouTube videos, and it gave me some mad FOMO. So very happy to pick this up. I found it for $5. Very fine to near mint copy. Very happy. That's just an outstanding cover. And while I was there, in the same long box, I ended up picking up another comic from the Spinner Rack days. Master of Kung Fu number 104. Nothing special about this, but if you guys ever pick up this book, please look inside. It has some of the most beautiful choreographed violence that you'll ever see. It was incredible. Definitely ahead of its time. And now to end it off with a couple of Brave and Bold issues. Some nice Batman from the Bronze. Brave and Bold number 141, which, believe it or not, has been popping up on some walls in some of my local comic book shops. There's something to be said about a Bronze Age Joker cover, I guess. Here's my second copy of Brave and Bold number 159, Batman and Ra's al Ghul and the Master of Assassins. I just have a thing for this issue. I don't know why. Love the cover, too. And lastly, Brave and Bold number 182, which features the first time that the Golden Age Batwoman appeared in the modern age, I guess. So, that's it, and just a lot of great Bronze stuff that I just love to add to my collection. Moving on, probably in 2022, you'll be seeing a lot more hauls like this as I keep on picking away at that all that Bronze at half price. So, I hope you all liked it, and I will see you all in probably a couple of weeks. I do have an all Star Wars haul coming up, comprised of like old school books from the Bronze Age, some Dark Horse, some books that I've been picking off the rack, some spec books. So I hope you all like it. All right. So until next time, take care. See ya.